we're here at the world premiere of my film Hum Bhi Akele Tum Bhi Akele. I'm just gonna go to the red carpet. I'm very excited. Come, 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 come.
Absolutely excited. And before I introduce where we are, I have with me Naveen Khan on my left, and I have with me Ashwin Jha on the right. And we are here at the 2019 South Asian International Film Festival at New York City, and these girls are here to have their world premiere of Hum Bhi Akele Tum Bhi Akele here.
How are you currently feeling? It's such a big deal. It's such a huge audience, and it's, as he very nicely said, it is the one place that really truly admires, respects, and acknowledges the LGBTQ community. How are you feeling?
Well, first of all, it's my very first experience of a festival, so I've got butterflies all over my stomach, in my heart, everywhere you can say. And this film is really close to my heart. The subject that we are dealing with in this film is really close to my heart. That is the reason I did this film. This is my first time of an independent film, otherwise you've only seen me in commercial films, as you say, or Bollywood. But I very much relate to and I'm very closely knit with the LGBTQ community, because a lot of friends of mine are gay and lesbians, mostly gays, because I know the kind of turmoil that they face from their families and societies. In India, we have finally got the freedom of, Section 377, which is in favor of lesbians and gays. But what about the freedom of from our families? What about the freedom from society? You still have to get that freedom, which is of utmost importance. Everybody is okay talking about, the whole idea of gay and lesbian, but if you have one in your own family, you don't want to accept it. So this is a film that kind of shows that the emotions of these people, and even in Bollywood, for a very long time, a gay character has always been used as a comical character. They've always been made fun of, Somehow their emotions have never been shown, which is very important, because they are as much human as we are. They have the same emotions, they have the same blood, same flesh, and they go through heartbreaks the same manner that any of us do. So it's very important to show that to the world, and this is our small attempt, and I'm hoping that all of you all like it.
To ask you, how was the experience and the camaraderie between the two of you?
I have a lot of respect for her as a lady first, because she's a self-made actor. And it's extremely hard in the entertainment industry, anywhere in the world, not just in India, to tread your own path. And she has treaded her own path. And even to do this film, it's a brave film, because in India, like she said, not just in families, but even within the film industry, there is a certain notion, right, that if it's a gay character, it'll be played in a certain way. Yeah. What we both have tried to do in this film is we've kept them human. We've kept them real. And in reality, she has friends, I have friends. You can't look at them and say, oh, that's a gay man or that's a lesbian woman. And we've tried to treat them like human beings, because that's really what... And the film, like I said, when I spoke to you, that it could have been about two men, it could have been about two women, it could have been about a man and a woman who are heterosexuals. Yes. It's just that Mr. Harish Vyas, who's written and directed this film, when he wrote the idea the first time, what appealed to me was, because it's such a human story about two people who happen to be from the LGBTQ community, but find a connect and get bonded. And on that level, which is why I keep saying, this film is about discovering the love in friendship. And that's what essentially this film is. And I'm so happy that we are breaking not just stereotypes, we're also breaking mental conditioning, which is my favorite part. I feel as like with Zareen, she'll like you'll watch the film. She's,
Definitely. And with her, Zareen, I would love to ask you, you are someone who was obviously launched with none other than Salman Khan. And to go from a super commercial actor to somebody who's literally known for his hardcore material like Anshuman, to really be a very empowering female actor. Talk to me about how that experience sort of was for you in this movie, and also working with Anshuman, who is like, he loves independent cinema and he loves festivals. So this is like a different territory that you have agreed willingly to be a part of.
Yes, yes. Oh, well, where do I start from? The whole, the way I've been a part of this film, initially I wasn't supposed to be. They had somebody else in mind, and I don't blame them for that, because the perception that I have in Bollywood is very different. I have this ultra glam girl and this and that, and somehow in Bollywood, the whole idea is, which has been told to me on my face, that pretty girls can't act. Okay, and I somehow wanted to break that, because that's not right. Give the pretty girl a chance to see if she can act or not, right? And I'm very happy that Anshuman gave me a chance to do that in this film. And the reason that I did this film was because, as I said, this subject is so close to my heart. I have seen my own friends struggling. I have seen my friend, a gay friend, not being able to tell his own family that he's gay, and they are looking for girls for him, So I know what they go through. I know so closely what they go through. And I was like, when I heard this story, the first narration when Anshuman and Harish sir gave me, by the end of it, I literally had tears in my eyes. And I'm like, I want to be a part of this. I want to tell this story to the world. And no matter what, just let me do it. But then they had their perception, and somehow they were not very convinced. They did take auditions, and finally I'm here.
See, this is what I'm
She
saying.
tested for it, right? You said.
Yes,
She had to
I
test
did.
for it.
I
A
did.
commercial actor
Can you
testing.
because pretty girls can't act, you see?
It's a
I disagree. Pretty girls are super smart. Wouldn't you agree?
But you'll see this film and you'll see for herself. She will blow your socks off with a performance. For the simple reason that, see, acting is, and I am no authority on it, but right now Kareena Kapoor Khan tested for Lal Singh Chaddha.
Yeah.
I love testing. I like to test for, like in this film, I'll be honest with you, when Harish sir offered it to me and when I agreed to do it, I said, let's read 2 scenes and watch. Because if I'm not convinced personally, acting is not about being selfish. It's about being honest, whether I can be the best person in the given setup to play it or not. And I think in this space, when you watch the film, Zareen will make some eyebrows raise, because I'll tell you what, she hits it. I call her the female Salman Khan, because she's kind of, she's doing the heavy lifting. Have you seen the poster?
I'm lifting him.
Exactly. So,
I won't call him heavy, but I lifted him.
So I mean, if you have to break boundaries, that was the whole idea of this film. That you change these notions, these conditions. Like she said, even we, even she, me, you, all of us subconsciously get conditioned with the society and what's been told to us. And when she read for us the first time, we loved what was in her eyes, but both Harish sir and everyone, because she's done such big films, we were worried, will she be able to adjust on a small set? And that was always a thought in our mind. But once we shot, like she shot in the same scenario like I have or like everyone else has. And I think I was telling another friend of mine who's directing something, and he said, well, Zareen, she did it with you, but will she do it? I said, stop it. Just
Zareen is hungry for good cinema and good work,
Give her good stories.
And I have no issues. Even if they give me a tent on the road, I'll stay in that and still complete the film. So
she's quite a tomboy. She is a very tomboy. She's quite a tomboy.
That's the reason playing this character was so easy for me, because in my reality I'm a complete tomboy. From the time I became a part of this industry, I had to kind of be
sober down.
Sober down. Stop riding my bikes and all, because that was the like when I was doing Beat, I was playing a princess. So from a tomboy, I had to transform into a princess, which was really difficult.
And it was an intense princess. She had a lot to do.
Sometimes I look at those costumes and I wonder,
how did she do it?
Oh my God. But that was wow, that's always going to be very close to my heart. This really gave me a lot of satisfaction, and I'm just hoping that everybody likes this, because the whole idea to do this was to bring the story out to everybody and show everybody what we feel about the LGBTQ community, and they are as much human as any of us are.
You know, Zareen, I know a lot of women are going to watch this. A lot of young South Asian women. I mean, both of you are super popular, but you have a massive like people, following on like on social media, on Instagram. You're just hitting that. You know, what you really hope that this inspires when you're looking at, you know, the common Indian girl or the common South Asian woman. What you really hope it sort of, you know, takes out of them, and also especially, I feel like lesbian South Asians are probably the toughest topic for any of us to discuss. It's, you know, I feel like it might be easier because we come from a patriarchal society for a man to be, you know, more fastly accepted in terms of being LGBT from the community instead of a woman. What are your takes on that, and just the whole concept of how women look up to you?
First of all, you know, it really gives me it gives me an overwhelming feeling when you tell me that I'm an inspiration to a lot of girls. Thank you for that, because I never thought that I'll ever reach a point in my life where I can be an inspiration to others. Today, whatever I am, it's because of all the love and support that I've got from all these, you know, following, my fan following. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have been able to do this and, you know, take so many risks in my life and be wherever I am today. As for the lesbian part, yes, it is more difficult than being, you know, for the ladies, it is more difficult because in our society, not that both are accepted, but somehow acceptance towards the men is still okay.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a girl, oh my God, there are so many questions, and girls are just not supposed to be like that.
ये कैसे कर सकते?
हाँ, ये कैसे
Possible कैसा? ये है क्या?
ये हो exactly, ये है क्या? ये बहुत natural है. And just I was just talking to my friend some time back and saying that, you know, this is so natural. It's just that I don't know why humans want to correct this, because this is a natural instinct. I have a lot of pets, okay, and it might sound weird, but for the very first time when I saw that, a male cat was trying to mate with a male cat. So there is no, you know, barrier of, like, you can't call them gay, right?
Yeah.
But they're doing it. It's their natural instinct. And humans are animals, and it is our natural instinct. So why are we trying to correct something which is natural?
Wow, that is the most basic analogy I've seen. You know, I've been told that I'm running out of time. I have to ask you both this question. This is 3 months ahead of the international release, 3 months before the big India release that obviously will shake the floors, you know, with this concept. From both of you, why should everyone go watch Hum Bhi Akele, Tum Bhi Akele? What do you hope it does for everyone?
Where the festival is.
I would just like to say that we've made an honest, simple film. It's a human story of two people on a road trip. And like I said, it could be anyone. It could be two heterosexual people. In this journey, Mr. Harish Vyas has written a story about two human beings who happen to be homosexuals. And what will appeal to you is their innocence, their purity, what they feel for each other, because boils down to that, I feel. Intent is what life boils down to, whether it's friendship, whether it's love. And this film truly celebrates friendship in a manner like, you know, there's this popular Bollywood adage, Pyar Dosti Hai. This film truly celebrates that in a very real, simple, honest way, and it's a beautiful film. And it's got some lovely music that will really charm you. So I'm not going to sell it too much, which is why we are not trying to, we just want you to see it, and hopefully New York, being the most diverse city, has the best start for it.
Of course, as I've told him, there was no promo I could find. It was just like,
I want to add my bit as to why people need to see this film.
Yes, that's what I was asking. So there's no promo we have seen. There is not much information, but everyone's so excited. That's why I would love for you, especially, you know, how is it going to shake everybody there?
It will. I mean, the day people see this movie, I'm sure it's going to make a lot of difference, because that is the intention we made this movie for. For me, this is a movie that needs to get out in the world, and, you know, people need to watch it because it shows the struggles, the turmoil of the LGBTQ community, the emotions that they go through. They are not just a comical, you know, species in the world where they are there to make fun of. There is a lot more to them. The emotions, as I said, that they go through is similar as to what we go through. When our heart breaks, we cry. When our heart breaks, we do cry, right? And so do they. So it is their emotions, and this is what the world needs to see.
Well, thank you so much, both of you, for your time. I hope Hum Bhi Akele, Tum Bhi Akele is a huge success. Everyone, keep on watching ITV Gold, your voice, our voice, and this was none other than Anshuman Shah and the beautiful Zareen Khan with us. Thank you.
अगर वीडियो पसंद आया है तो लाइक